dreamers, and welcome back to PERLA'S DREAMS. Capricorn, Aquarius, Cusp. This is your reading. Um, and again, guys, these are general readings, so only take whatever resonates, and please leave the rest. The one thing that is coming to me is like, look at you all shiny and polished. You're making a statement with your presence. I don't know if it's like the way that you're dressing or whatever it is. There's an upgrade to you in general. What I mean by that is like an upgrade that other people can see. So this is whether it is like financially, like things are going very good and you are splurging a little bit more on yourself. I don't know, there's kind of like this like watch me type of energy about you guys. But it seems very grounded. It's kind of like wherever it is that you're walking into, like your presence commands attention. You are again being presented as this person that has it like all together or has gotten it all together recently. There is an upgrade in your life that is happening. There's this glow about you that people are not really exactly sure where is it as coming from. Like there's this like, ooh, look at you, like looking nice, like I don't know, there's people are gravitating towards you during this time. I feel that there's this pouring of abundance that spirit is giving, like pouring into you because of the way that you were disciplined in walking your path and walking in purpose is what I'm hearing. And you need to remember, like, you need to remember who you are, and you need to remember to stand your ground is what I'm hearing. Especially because of the way that this elevation is happening. It is not just financially. I feel like it's happening like in a physical and like a spiritual and mental type of way. Like the way that you are moving, like the way that you are speaking, the way that you are presenting yourself, the way that your spirit commands a room, everything about you has shifted in a way that people are taking notice, people are seeing. Now, whether they know exactly what is happening consciously or not is irrelevant, but their spirit can sense it. And you have to be it's almost kind of like you're being told that you need to be aware of that, because your presence, your essence is going to make some people's spirit very, very uncomfortable. And it's almost kind of like they're going to feel attacked by you when you're not even noticing that they exist. Does that make sense? So this whole energy of like standing your ground during this time, it's like sometimes we have spaces or time where we're supposed to like not so much like, yeah, I would say retrieve, right? Where there are certain things that do not need a response, do not need a reaction, right? Certain things do not need a reaction, but whatever this is or whoever this person is, there is like almost kind of like a response that is required of you to silence something or to stop something. And what wants to come through is like, this is not about you being loud or about you overreacting or anything like that. This is about you protecting your, like, and I want to say legacy, because this is like somebody that's probably trying to like tarnish like your business or tarnish your name or something of that matter. And it's like You don't have to be loud. You don't have to go on and on about it. You make the statement, you say what you have to say, and then you keep going. But it's almost kind of like putting this energy or putting this person or whatever it is in their place, because this person has gotten away with this like in the past with other people. Does that make sense? Um for those of you with kids that are between like the ages of like 7 and 9, and and you start to notice like certain like behavioral issues like this, like your child is like retrieving a little bit more, they're being a little bit more quiet, they're not being as outgoing and stuff like that. um Again, and I don't know, like everybody has different relationships with their children, but I would try to either have a conversation with them if they are, if they're receptive to being to opening up to you, but there is some type of bullying or something that is going on at school that they don't want to, like, they don't want to talk about. um so like, again, everybody raises their kids different, everybody has different types of different types of relationship with their kids. But again, this is for a parent with a child like between 7 and 9. And um I want to say it's like a little boy, because I'm picking up like a little boy energy, but there, or but because I'm picking up a little boy energy, and it's like your son may have been very like outgoing, very like very funny, very like jokester type of energy, and all of a sudden you're starting to see like he's like retrieving a little, he's not making as much jokes, he's being a little bit more serious, and it's like somebody is bullying him about something that comes naturally to him. So maybe this is something that he's constantly making jokes or making other people laugh, and somebody is jealous of that and bullies him because of that. And I would say talk to him or try to get someone like, if he want to open up with you, maybe it's therapy or something like where he can voice this, because um it is something that is sitting very heavy with him. I don't know, that came up, so I had to say it the way that it came up. All right, let's see it. Yeah, aside from that, I feel like everything in your life is pretty much going the way that you I was gonna say want, but it's really like the way that you planned it out. So whatever vision you had for your life like 3 or 4 years ago, is manifesting in that exact same way during this time. And I feel it is because of the discipline and the hard work that you put into your goals, into yourself, into your spiritual relationships and things like that, that things are turning out exactly how you wanted them to. It's a beautiful, the way that things are manifesting for you are really, really beautiful during this time. All right, so let's go ahead and let's pull out some cards and see if there's anything else. There's somebody coming back to you with an apology. We have here the Four of Swords with the Seven of Cups in the reverse. We have the 9 and 8 of Wands, the Ace of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles. So again, I'm picking up this like somebody coming in with an apology. This is a half-ass apology, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this person has a lot to say, but they're not saying anything. It's kind of like somebody that's going around in circles. And I feel like they're they're coming to you with the intention to apologize or saying they want to apologize, but they never really get around to apologizing. So I think they think that there's them saying like, oh yeah, I really want to talk to you because I want to apologize to you, but then they start talking about like all of the excuse, they start making excuses as to what they did or why they did whatever they did to you, whether this was in a romantic relationship or platonic relationship. It doesn't really matter. This is somebody that is just wanting to get back into your good graces in order to be able to partake of the abundance that is coming in your life, to partake about the things that you are receiving, of the abundance that is is in your life. So I would tread very carefully with having people from your past, especially people that you haven't talked to or heard from like within like the last like 6 months or so, and all of a sudden they're like, oh hey, like sending you a text or whatever, and it's like, who is this? Like I genuinely feel like you didn't even block them. I think like you just deleted their number, and like you get this text and it's like, they're like, hey, just wanted to see how you were doing, and you're just like, who is it? Like, who are you? Who's this? And they're kind of like shocked, like that you deleted their number. I don't see anything new unfolding or developing with this person, especially if this was like a romantic situation. Like, this is done and over with. This has been done and over with, at least for you. Um, Again, this energy feels more like somebody that wants to see what they can get from you, what they can take from you. So I wouldn't even bother resaving their phone number. Leave it just as is. And after they, to be honest with you, like I feel like some of you, even like after they respond like who they are, you're just gonna ignore the rest of the text messages. So we have the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. And we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull out a card as your closing message, guys. Alrighty. Yeah, you guys are pretty much on like your you're pretty much about like your money, your growth, your expansion, and I think that some of you are starting to realize certain patterns of like when you've hit certain milestones, exactly who tries to come back around and stuff like that. So we have the Lord, take charge with authority. And this card, as I'm seeing it, it's like it's going back to the space of like who it is that you have to give a response to, in in the aspect of like somebody that is coming to trying to tarnish like your name or your reputation. Let me see, number 50. Don't be afraid to take charge or use your voice. Be strong. Be strong. Be strong. Um, and again, I don't think that you guys are so much afraid of using your voice. I feel that you have learned, or you're learning to see what deems like what is what when there is a reaction that is needed or a response, or when there's time to just completely walk away from something or completely ignore something. So I actually really like the fact that you guys are not just out there reacting to everything in the world, right? um and again, I think that you guys need to hear it a little bit more and need to receive a little bit more when praise is given to you. You guys should be extremely proud of the work that you've put in. And when I say that, the energy that I'm picking up is somewhere between like the last 1 to 3 years. Between the last 3 years, uh like 1 to 3 years ago, there was a very deep, challenging shadow aspect of your life that felt like it was never ending. And you guys continue to walk through it. And I say through it because it took a very long time to learn to grow within it. And the fact that even when it felt like you were not getting anything, even when it felt like you weren't learning something, and you felt like, I just got to get through this. And the minute that the spirit was like, no, we're growing within the space. and you allow yourself to surrender to that, and you allow yourself to be guided through that, is something beautiful. Because there are people that are still trying to get through their shadow work, and they're missing the point of growing within it. So I commend you guys and I applaud you guys, because again, it was a very difficult, challenging time, but you guys really allow yourself to blossom within that space and to really truly grow. And I want to say thank you. And as always, a thank you for all your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and do so. We would love to have you. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Bye.